into the side like so. We didn't have the exact same car. Obviously, that's a smaller compartment. Ours is wider. I think it looks like it's a glove. Which, of course, leads us to the next question. Why would there be a glove, any kind of glove for that matter, put into the side of the car there? It's a good question, right? And again, I'd like to note that this glove is located inside of the left side rear doors where Rick Cutler was seated. And you should also note that in general, the door, if we could take that wide shot again, it's relatively clean, right? This is a relatively clean door. So I don't think this particular side of the door, any blood-soaked men who needed to be changed into surgeon scrubs exited through this door. I think that would be a fair guess by looking at this. And again, this is in the immediate aftermath. This is not after the car's cleaned up, and I can make that apparent in the next picture. Anyway, the only place that we could see blood on this door was just there at the handle. So we're zooming in so you can see that. I'm not sure how nitrile gloves would fit into the story. We were not going to say those are Brian Harple's. Obviously, his hands were already bloodied. Is he going to jump in and then put on gloves? That makes entirely no sense. Why would you do that? Why would you then put on nitrile gloves and then hand them over to be put onto the opposite side of where you were sitting? That doesn't make any sense that he would have on gloves, in my opinion. Outside of keeping your fingerprints off of something, who would put on gloves? If those are gloves. You know what I was thinking? I was thinking, where are those scissors that Brian Harple used to cut Charlie's shirt? Did the Fed seize those scissors? He said he cut the shirt. Whose scissors did he use? Were the hospital scissors? That's a question I guess I could ask in court. Where are those scissors? Did Brian Harple cut the shirt? Did somebody else cut the shirt in the car? Because that was one of people thought that could have been a shirt in that back seat on the side, which that would have been Rick Cutler's side in the back seat. Did somebody else cut his shirt? I don't know. Everything remains plausible when people are telling, I'm sorry, how did Frank Turek term it? Not contradicting stories. They're just having different memories of the same event, which is normal. When people are having different memories of the same event, everything remains plausible. Here is a second never-before-seen photo, and it's another shot of that mysterious object that many people, surgeons included, have identified as a burned shirt. Again, we can't say that definitively, but I'll tell you what I like about this photo before we get close to it. Maybe it is a burned shirt. Maybe it's not a burned shirt. I don't know. Just like I don't know why the feds would want this car immediately released, towed, cleaned up, and resold so fast. None of that makes any sense to me. Why wasn't the car impounded for evidence? Anyhow, this second photo is actually very clear and allows us to zoom in on that item. And you can see the mints are back there, and you can just get a clearer picture of that item that is in that back seat, which some people believe to be the remnants of a shirt. Some people are messaging us and saying, Candace, that's very clearly the letters on the Freedom shirt. Well, have at it. Another shot. I don't know what to think, but I do believe that since no one has been convicted of this crime, it is our right to continue to investigate it and to assist, hopefully, the prosecution and the defense. Truth. I just want to assist whoever actually wants the truth with evidence that I don't think the public was ever meant to see. Maybe they were. Maybe throughout the court case, this stuff was going to come out. I have to say, there is a lot that is now growing increasingly curious about that day, that ride to the hospital, other rides to the hospital. I'd argue it's actually a full-time job to keep track of Fed slop, but somebody's got to do it. They're not going to like what comes next, because I'm 100% ready for it.
Too legit. We will never stop fighting for real truth and real justice.
We don't know, but we know. We don't know, but we know. I'm gonna say about that. Shabbat shalom. Daddy's home.
I'm still ballin' till the day I die. You could bring your crew, but we remain true, motherfuckers. Still ballin'. I won't deny it. I'm a straight rider. You don't wanna fuck with me.